Welcome to this episode of Say It with Scott, where we look at how the words we use affect the lives we live. I'm Scott Sery. I'm a copywriter, and I'm a lover of how we can take a word here and there, tweak it just a little bit, and dramatically change the message that we're sending. This episode is brought to you by Strategic Advisor Board and by my company, Sery Content Development. Today we want to look at entertainment and storytelling specifically, because in the US, the entertainment business, the entertainment industry is a $700 billion a year industry. There's something there if people are spending that much money on being entertained. Because throughout history, we can look back and we can see how storytelling has been a huge part of our lives for as long as there's any record of people being around. Hunter-gatherer tribes would relay stories of their hunting and their expeditions. It's probably the origin of the fish story, but we can see it written on the cave walls and in pictographs. Jesus told his disciples, he talked to them in parables, a story to enhance the message that he was talking about. Throughout the Middle Ages, where the illiteracy was rampant, we have stories that were spoken, and that's where all these tales of knights and dragons and these mythical creatures came from, because we had to embellish and we had to build those stories up so people actually wanted to listen to them. And even today, we tell stories to enhance the way we look and to enhance the way our business looks. So our goal with this storytelling is to thrill, it's to captivate, entice, and entertain people as they're reading through or watching. If you're creating videos, they're watching and being entertained through this story. Now, there are a lot of industries out there that are kind of boring. They don't really have a good story that you can get on board with. Or that's what a lot of people think. I have written stories for families, like hundreds of them, and almost every single one of them will come to me and say, well, we're pretty boring, we don't have a good story. And I say, I call BS, and let's dive into this. Every single one of them has a great story, we just had to kind of pull it out of there. Now, as a business, when you can create that story, and then you can draw on your customers and say, hey, you can be a part of this story too. That's when people start flocking to your brand. They start being really diehard fans who tell everybody else about your really cool brand because they became a part of your story. The trick is to figure out that story and figure out how to entice those people in so they just keep coming back for more. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Say It with Scott. I hope you found some inspiration and education you can take back and apply to your business. As usual, if you're struggling with it, if you can't find that cool story that you have in there, hit the links in the description below, reach out, and I would be glad to help. Before you go though, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so that way you get new notifications every time Strategic Advisor Board posts great content.